Well, I was recreation officer and I was insurance officer, and they would first come, you know, something about insurance or something about recreation. But I always listened carefully. Some chaplain would say, well, let me tell you my story, and make fun of it. But I didn't. And when they felt that I was interested, then the next day or so, they'd come back with the real Mickey. They'd gotten a Dear John letter or something else. But I had a great time and got several commendations, and they wanted me to stay in the reserves, which I did for a while. And I was promoted. I was a lieutenant junior grade, but then I was promoted to full lieutenant and passed all the tests. But they were breathing down my backs. They wanted me to go to Korea. And my family had just started, and I'd been in the Navy. When they were in such a hurry, you had to wait in line all the time. And I just wasn't convinced that that's what I needed to do. And a chaplain over in Charleston was sort of in charge of the area. He wrote all of the Navy Reserve chaplains, said, you got three choices. Either go to Korea now, or say that you go in 6 weeks, or resign. And every South Georgia Methodist chaplain, Bob Woodall, Fred Wilson, every one of us, of course, resigned. Now that chaplain got a severe reprimand for that letter, but I could have stayed as a reserve officer, have a little more money now, but I got more money now and I know what to do with it. What do I need with that extra money?
How many years did you have total then?
Well, you see, I was only about a little better than a year, because when we I got enough points and I hadn't taken any vacation, and we were going to put our ship in mothballs in Norfolk. And see, we were in the Pacific, and we came through the Panama Canal, and that was a lesson. You come up and they float the water up and float you over, and we came on back to Norfolk, and that's when I went to Yale and met Albert Outlaw. And he said, come on back, and it was a great experience that I had.
Wrap it up for another tape.
No, it's not. I really appreciate you coming and doing this, and
Well, it's a real privilege.
how wonderful to hear your story.
Well, I got a lot more stories.
I got more tape?
Well, I'll tell you what, sometime when you're coming through again, you call and let us know. We might do this again.
Well,
I know you have
I made a big tape, and I got stuff like my parents, you see. I gave the background, the mother, and all of that. And then I got another thing here about, I can't read this right. Oh yeah, when my papa died, when my mom died, where they're buried and all that. And then the Berrysville, I told you about that school. And no buses. We didn't, and one thing I didn't tell you, just funny, you know, well, I'm not still on camera, am I?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway.
Do you want to stop it?
No, it's all right. We were walking, and did I tell you about the Mad Dogs?
No.
Man, my mother, you can put it back there a mile off the main road, send your children to school, and she warned us about Mad Dogs. And we'd come across those three bridges and come around the curve and look up that long, red hill leading up to Bobby Keefer's, and we'd look, and we already had our minds made up. If we see any dog coming down that hill, man, we could climb the trees. But the no dog never did come, but I sure did have a lot of suffering about the Mad Dog. And that was one of the punishments we got. And we walked to school all the time. And you know, when it was raining, it wasn't too smart. But Mr. Hugh, Mr. Evans would get in the buggy with the top and bring their children to school sometime. But Papa